In 1985, in the state of Alabama, an ordinary man named Anthony Ray Hinton was arrested for a crime he did not commit. There was no DNA evidence, no eyewitness who clearly identified him, no confession. Yet within a short time, Anthony was charged with 2 murders and sent to death row. Before his arrest, Anthony lived a quiet life. He worked warehouse jobs, helped support his mother, and stayed out of trouble. He had never been violent. He had never owned an illegal weapon. But everything changed when police connected him to a series of fast food restaurant robberies that ended in murder. The prosecution claimed that a gun found in Anthony's home matched bullets used in the crimes. That single claim became the foundation of the entire case. Anthony insisted he was innocent. He had an alibi. He had no motive. But in Alabama during the 1980s, justice often depended on money, and Anthony had none. His court-appointed lawyer had no experience handling death penalty cases. He did not understand forensic ballistics. He did not challenge the prosecution's evidence in a meaningful way. The defense expert hired for the trial was paid only $1,000, an amount so small that it barely covered basic expenses. The jury listened to the state's expert, who confidently told them that the bullets matched Anthony's gun. The science sounded convincing. The verdict was swift. Anthony Ray Hinton was sentenced to death. He was sent to death row, where he would remain for the next 30 years. Anthony's cell was small, cold, and silent. Every day followed the same routine. Every night ended with the same terrifying thought, that he might be executed for a crime he did not commit. He watched other prisoners disappear from their cells, knowing they were being taken to their deaths. He listened to the sounds of execution. He lived with constant fear, anxiety, and uncertainty. Yet somehow, Anthony refused to let death row destroy his spirit. He formed friendships with other inmates. He used humor to survive. He prayed. He held on to hope, even when it seemed unreasonable to do so. Years passed. Appeals were denied. Evidence was ignored. The system moved slowly, if at all. Then, decades later, a lawyer named Brian Stevenson from the Equal Justice Initiative took Anthony's case. Stevenson believed something was deeply wrong with the original trial. He ordered a new independent forensic examination of the gun that had been used to convict Anthony. This time, real experts analyzed the evidence. Their conclusion was shocking and devastating to the prosecution's case. The bullets from the crime scenes did not match Anthony's gun. The original forensic testimony was incorrect. The evidence used to sentence him to death was false. One record, one forensic re-examination. That was all it took to expose the truth. In 2015, after 30 years on death row, Anthony Ray Hinton was released from prison. He walked out at the age of 58 into a world that had completely changed. He had no money, no home, no compensation, no apology from the state of Alabama, but he had his life. What shocked many people was not just that Anthony survived, but how he chose to live afterward. He did not seek revenge. He did not speak with hatred. He spoke about forgiveness. Anthony said that hate would have destroyed him long before the state ever could. He believed that holding on to anger would mean the system had truly won. Instead, he shared his story with the world. He spoke about wrongful convictions, about broken justice, and about the humanity of people society is too quick to discard. Anthony Ray Hinton lost 30 years of his life to a mistake, but he walked away with something stronger than anger: dignity, compassion, and hope. His story is not just about one man. It is about a system that failed, and about the power of truth to set someone free, even after 30 years.